Welcome back wrestling WWE fans. Tonight, the wrestling world mourns a legend, a man whose mask carried decades of heart, courage, and unmatched passion. Today, we bring you the final tribute to Rey Mysterio. The news broke quietly at first, whispers in the locker room, stunned faces, disbelief spreading like wildfire. A hero, a father, a legend, gone too soon. And for fans, the loss feels personal, as if a part of WWE itself has disappeared. Inside the arena where the funeral was held, silence reigned. Not a single cheer, no scripted excitement, just the heavy, somber reality that Rey Mysterio, the high-flying warrior, would never step between the ropes again. Please like, share and subscribe for more WWE content. Alright, we're halfway through, and things are about to take a serious turn. If you thought you knew where this was going, think again, this is where the real drama unfolds. Stay tuned, because the best is yet to come. Family and friends filled every pew, tears staining masks that once celebrated his victories. Those who knew him personally could hardly stand without breaking down. His laughter, his guidance, his kindness, they were all gone, leaving an emptiness that could never be filled. Backstage, the grief was palpable. Wrestlers who grew up idolizing Rey now faced the unimaginable truth that their mentor, their friend, their inspiration, was no longer with them. Some whispered about the tragedies he had faced, the injuries, the health scares, and now, the cruel finality of death. Even in passing, Rey Mysterio brought people together. Rivals stood shoulder to shoulder with allies, shedding tears for the man who had transcended competition, who had made every fight about heart, not just titles. For his family, the pain was unbearable. His children clung to each other, to memories, to the echo of his voice that had guided them through life. The weight of loss was compounded by the public nature of it, wrestling fans around the world watching them grieve. The officiating priest spoke of courage, legacy, and sacrifice, words that resonated deeply with everyone present. Rey's career was more than matches and championships, it was about overcoming odds, inspiring generations, and carrying the spirit of lucha libre to the world stage. Backstage, some whispered about regret. Could WWE have done more for him in his final years? Could the endless travel, the physical toll, the backstage politics have been softened to allow him peace? These questions lingered unanswered. The grief also revealed cracks in relationships. Old rivalries, unspoken betrayals, backstage tensions, all were put in perspective as everyone realized life is fleeting, and grudges seemed trivial in the face of death. Even the youngest wrestlers, barely old enough to remember his earliest matches, felt the weight of his passing. They spoke quietly, eyes wide, realizing that legends are mortal too, and that mentorship and love leave scars deeper than any storyline. Fans outside the funeral shared images, stories, and memories. Social media exploded with hashtags, tributes, and emotional videos. The world mourned Rey Mysterio as much as WWE itself did, because he was more than an entertainer, he was hope, courage, and heart personified. Health crises in Rey's life had been many, yet he always returned, stronger, inspired, relentless. And now, in the ultimate finality, the irony was heartbreakingly cruel. The body that defied odds, the man who overcame injury after injury, could not withstand the final toll. Inside the locker room, there was quiet reflection. Wrestlers, young and old, shared stories of Rey pulling them aside, offering advice, helping them recover from injury, or simply reminding them why they chose this life in the first place. Scandal faded away in those moments. Politics, backstage rivalries, and disputes were meaningless compared to the raw, irreplaceable loss of a man who had given so much to everyone around him. Family breakdowns were softened by unity and grief. Brothers, sisters, friends, and colleagues came together, mourning collectively, reminding us that even in pain, community provides strength. For those who had shared the ring with him, grief was paired with guilt. Could they have spent more time with him? Could they have acknowledged him more fully while he was still here? Questions that no answer can resolve. The final video montage played at the funeral, showing iconic matches, unguarded moments backstage, and his family smiling beside him. Even the most stoic wrestlers found themselves clutching masks and tissue, remembering the man behind the legend. Outside, Fans left flowers, masks, and letters. The world's stage had been small for a man of Rey Mysterio's stature, yet every gesture reminded the living of his immeasurable impact. Some whispered about betrayal in his final years, misunderstandings, missed opportunities, disagreements over creative direction, but in death, all that faded. Only the love and respect remained, shining brighter than ever. Health crises he had endured became a testament to resilience. Every injury, every surgery, every obstacle he overcame was now part of the story that made his legacy unforgettable, a legacy now immortalized in memory and tribute. And so, WWE fans, as we remember Rey Mysterio today, we see more than a wrestler. We see a father, a mentor, a hero who taught us all about heart, courage, and the fleeting beauty of life. His loss reminds us to cherish those we love, to forgive, to embrace, and to honor the moments that truly matter. For in wrestling and in life, it is not titles or accolades that endure, but love, loyalty, and the lives we touch. Tonight, we close with this final tribute. Rey Mysterio may have left this world, but his spirit, his passion, and his legacy will soar above the ring forever, inspiring generations to come, in WWE and beyond.